we're in Sweden. How cool is that? Happy motoring. Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week we're in Karlskrona, Sweden, for a really interesting car show, boat show combo. Now, I don't know exactly what I'm getting into, but I'm dying to find out. So let's hit it. Johan, good to see you, my friend.
Oh, hi, Dennis.
This is one of the more interesting shows I've ever been at. I mean, we're here at a marina with a lot of wooden boats, but there's also a car show portion of this today, right? It's a big festival. Tell me about this.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
We are called Nostalgia Magazine, and we cover cars, old boats, airplanes, steam trains,
everything.
Whatever you like. And we have this very beautiful marine museum here. So we thought, why don't we have the marine show here? And we also have a car show right over there.
So the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And so many American cars.
American cars is very big in Sweden. And we import a lot of older American cars.
How many a year?
Maybe 5,000 to 6,000 every year.
Is that where all those nice 50s cars are going?
Yeah.
Well, actually, they weren't that nice when they left. They get nice when you guys work on them.
Yeah,
we
don't take them to shops. We do the work ourselves.
That's something about you folks here in Sweden. I mean, you really use these cars.
Yeah, we have a short season. We have a lot of snow. We don't use them in winter.
No.
We work on them in winter time, so they are in pretty good shape.
They are. That's why they look so good, because you guys have so much time to work on them.
And then we have very anxious to use them for those 2 or 3 months.
Well, this really is a beautiful show, and there's some fabulous wooden boats out there. But you also have a very special boat with this marina here, a big a PT boat, right?
Yeah, I think it's parked right over here.
Oh, well, let's go have a look.
Yes.
What do you think? Well, Christian, here I am in Sweden with one of the bigger caddies from the 40s. You guys like American cars?
Yeah, of course we do. And if you want something that you still can drive and use day to day and still have something old, American car is perfect.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
But you know, it almost looks like a custom car to begin with. It almost looks like the top is chopped and, you know, the fastback styling. But that came from the factory, right?
Cadillac actually did this 1 inch lower in the roof line than the 4 doors. So actually it's quite common I get the question, have you chopped it? No, Cadillac did that.
Cadillac chopped it for me.
Yeah.
Saved me the trouble. This car came from Illinois or something like that. Right?
I got it from Chicago, a small town called Evanston, north of Chicago.
It's beautiful. I love the black and silver, but these Caddy interiors are fantastic. In 1947, you know, padded dash, who cares? We don't need one.
No, it's you should be shining nice and distract you when you're driving. The steering wheel is a 53, I think, but I will restore my original 47 steering next winter.
And then you take the long walk to the back.
Yep.
Because it's a big car, which the Swedes seem to love these. The bigger it is, the better it is.
True.
If
you want this long, nice, it needs to be long.
It's going to be that long.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, and the gold Caddy emblem on back. Now, back in 47, this would have been powered by a flathead V8. Do you still have that?
The origin engine is still in there. Actually, the right serial number as well.
Whoa, man, numbers. Well, let's go look at that baby.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a big hood. Wow, and that is a flathead Caddy V8.
Yeah, 346 cubic inch.
Is that what it is? 346?
Yeah, so it's what we can say the 350 today. It's the same size.
Now it's interesting that certainly the way the exhaust comes out is very strange because it sort of comes up and out and over here you got it coming out over here and down. Did it do that originally?
No, originally there was a crossover pipe just behind the carburetor in cast iron weighing 3 kilos and everything went out this side. That piece of casting is giving me lots of trouble with evaporating the carburetor from fuel, and to get some heat out of the engine room I decided to
drop it down
there. And actually then we ended up with dual exhaust in the rear end as well.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I tell you, Christian, this is just gorgeous, and you've done so much work on it. I admire anybody that can do that. But 47 Caddy Fastback, I love your car.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lars, this is a beautiful car, a 1959 Jag Mark 9.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
It looks like a baby Rolls Royce or something, but it's really quite a large car, but it's not all that heavy a car, actually. What does it weigh?
1750 kilos.
Kilos. So that's double that, and then that a little bit more. So it's 3,800 pounds or so.
Something like that.
Actually, it looks heavier than 3,800 pounds, but that's still solid.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you came in here, you had 2 child seats in the back. I mean, this is the family get around.
That's for rallying in the weekends. Yeah. So I need a couple of child seats to accommodate the whole family.
This is truly a classic design, and it's in amazing shape. Now you're actually from Denmark, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So this lived its whole life in Denmark.
Yeah. Yeah.
And is that why it's a left-hand drive?
Yeah. Yeah. Denmark's always been left-hand drive country.
And it was imported that way.
Yeah.
What an interior, which looks original too. I mean, these are
It's
original seats.
the original leather. Yeah.
And the burl walnut. I mean, the dash on these was, I don't know, as we say, it was worth the price of admission. I mean, that alone makes the car to me. It's all burl walnut. You've put good tunes in there, I see.
Yeah, I have to.
I had to do that. The other thing, you have the picnic tables back here.
Yeah, and the bar in the middle as well.
That was such a nice feature. I had a Jag once that had those, and that was my favorite thing to show off. Look, I've got picnic tables. But again, a very classic design. When in '59, of course, the American cars were monstrous fins and square and everything. This was still really a design that was more 30s, 40s almost, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's correct. Much more understated, I think.
And did it have the 2 exhaust over here?
Yeah,
originally?
that's
Wow.
that's an original. The tow bar is not exactly an original feature on it. But,
Now this would have been powered by the 3.8 dual overhead cam,
Yeah.
straight 6, eh?
correct. Yeah.
Let's go look at that baby.
Okay.
Well, that's it. Jag used that engine for a long, long time.
Yeah, it came out in '48 in the XK 120.
As a 3.4.
3.4 liter. Yeah.
I love the fact that it's a used engine, one that you take out and have fun with.
Yeah. So
Beautiful car. I mean, I love the grill on this car. Again, for '59, that was 20 years previous that they did a grill like that. And of course, the leaping Jaguar mascot.
Exactly, yeah.
Always been a favorite of mine. Lars, thank you so much. Well, Parola, this actually isn't your car.
That is very true.
That is very true. But you are going to be my Saab spokesman for it because your English is good.
Well, we'll see about
We will
that.
see. We will see. This is a 1966 Saab 96.
96 series,
Yeah.
and this particular model is the Monte Carlo 850, and it was produced in the honor of Erik Karlsson, who was the world famous rally driver for Sweden at the time, and he won the Monte Carlo rally in a 2-cycle Saab.
That is actually amazing. Now, they only made a handful of these, right?
That's true. They only made, and this was the only year they built the Monte Carlo version.
Only
of
1966.
1966, and they produced 321 cars. There are not many left. Most of them went for rallying purpose.
They don't last long when
No.
you do. Well, these are such interesting cars. The shape is so bizarre, but Saab is really an aircraft company, is that correct?
That is very true. I mean, this particular model has a lot of luxury upgrades.
Certainly the seats have been changed out. but
Yes,
the
and they
backs
have a
original.
wood steering wheel, sports steering wheel, and they have a upgraded dashboard with the tachometer, and they have a little bit of an upgraded interior. It's not much from the standard, but it's a little bit of an upgrade.
There's really not much in here, but this was the luxury model.
That was absolutely, and this is the top of the line. This was the best you can buy at the time.
Well, it is a curious shape, and being an aircraft manufacturer, this thing looks very aviation inspired. It looks actually almost like a jet engine itself.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But this was the last year they did the two-cycle.
That's right, it's a 2-stroke engine. Let's go look at that 2-stroke
Right.
engine.
Okay, let's get
Rolls
this
forward.
open.
and then comes up.
That is true.
That is wild. What am I looking at here?
You're looking at a two-cycle, two-stroke, three-cylinder,
3 cylinders.
850 cc,
How many horsepower?
55, and that was the most powerful motor, two-cycle motor Saab ever built.
So she comes down like this, and it rolls back on the rollers,
Snap it down.
and then you buckle it back up.
That's true. And this is a safety belt to keep the hood down in case you roll. You just
Leave it like that so the
Leave it-
co-driver can get it off.
get it off quickly.
Well, I tell you, Per-Olof, this is a very interesting car, and we're in Sweden, so we must do a Swedish car.
Absolutely.
Why not a Saab?
We certainly need to do a Saab because this may be the last year for
It
Saab.
may be. Thank
But
you so
hopefully
much.
not.
Well, Camilla, this is an interesting car. I mean, it's a really interesting car.
Yes.
Because this is a Polish car.
Yes,
right?
the only Polish car,
No,
full Polish car only.
And you are from Poland.
Yes, I'm from Poland, from Gdynia.
You're a car girl, right?
Yes.
I'm a car girl.
Yeah.
I love that. I just love it. Okay, so this is a, let me see if I can do this. This is a Syrena.
Yes, Syrena.
Okay, so Syrena.
Syrena.
I'll get it by the end of our discussion. Syrena.
Syrena.
Which means,
Mermaid.
it means mermaid. Does it
Yes.
float?
No.
No, it doesn't float.
it
Sinks
doesn't.
like a rock, right? What an interesting car. It's a 1974, right?
Yes, it's,
Because I mean, it looks like 50s maybe. I mean, it looks very old.
it was 1956.
Oh, 50. So it is from the 50s.
Yes, but only shape, because then it was modified, but not too much.
Well, it's cute, you know? It's cute.
It's very cute.
It's very cute. Is that why you bought it? Because it was so cute?
Yes, but my father also have one of this, so I wanted to have
Wanted
it.
that just like him. You have a speedometer and a
Yes,
couple, oil pressure and something else.
Water and petrol.
And that's it.
That's all.
That's all. And is it 4-speed on the column?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. But you know, it looks pretty roomy.
This is a really big car inside.
Yes, it is. It is. It's not so big outside, but it's pretty big inside.
Yes.
What powers this car? What's the engine?
40 horse.
40 horse engine. Let's go look at it.
Okay.
I know I shouldn't laugh. That is one interesting engine. So, is it a two-stroke, two-cycle?
Yes, 2 strokes.
So, like sometimes you'll put the oil in here and you put the gas in back there, but you have to mix them in this
Yes, I have to mix them before.
every time.
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Not dirty hands.
Yes,
Yes,
always
right.
dirty.
But this is, I mean, it's a 3-cylinder inline with the radiator back here.
Yes.
Yes. And how does it run?
Max speed is about 120
120
kilometers.
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 I thought, wow, that's really
No,
fast.
no, Europe.
I love it. So it's a 1974
Yes.
Syrena.
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 Syrena, I know.
I'm getting there.
Oh, it's
That's
good.
Pretty good. All right.
It's good.
The Mermaid.
The
And I got
Mermaid.
to tell you, this is the cutest car I've done today, and certainly the cutest owner I've done.
Thank you.
Camilla, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Well, Hans, this is probably my favorite Volvo of all times. This is the P1800. In fact, this is a P1800S. Right?
Yeah.
And there was a television show in the United States called The Saint, and he drove one of these
Yeah.
back in the 60s. So that's what this car is always associated with. But the body style is really beautiful. And I love the interior in these. They're very sporty, you know?
Yeah.
And is that all redone? Did you have to redo the upholstery or?
Now this is the original.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice. And those are luggage straps, I assume.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Does that fold down?
You can put it down and have your luggage there.
Nice dash too. I mean, it's really laid out well. I like the instruments, and what a short throw shifter that must be.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's right there.
Mhm.
Is this fun to drive? You know, I've kind of always wanted one of these, but I've never driven one.
Oh, it's very fun.
Is it? Well, it's such a unique body. These always looked like a dart to me. You pick it up and throw it.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have to re-chrome it too, or
No,
no?
no.
And original lenses and stuff.
Yeah.
This is an 1800S, where the S stood for
The overdrive.
the overdrive. And was
Yeah.
that an electric overdrive?
Yeah, yeah.
Which I imagine was really nice on the highway, drops the RPMs.
Yeah,
and off you
absolutely.
go. And the 1800 was the engine size,
Yes,
1.8 liter.
exact.
Let's go look at that.
Okay.
Oh, you've done a nice job in here too.
Yeah,
So SU carburetors, it looks like,
Yeah.
dual SUs. And did you have to rebuild the engine?
yeah,
Everything.
everything.
Wow. Now, is that a pretty dependable, reliable engine? Are they pretty hardcore? I mean, is it a
It's very simple.
very simple?
Yeah, yeah.
When you're out and about, do people really like this car?
Yeah, you have lots of attention, lots of
Thumbs up.
thumbs up and honking.
It's beautiful. Hans, thanks so much for sharing it with me. I've got to get one of these.
Thank you.
Well, hey, this has been an interesting day. And boy, there's been some interesting iron and fiberglass here, not to mention wood. Sweden's not a bad place. Make a great vacation destination.